Hey, girl. Happy Friday. It's Friday. I said happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a good week. You guys had a great week. Um, I've just been home today. I didn't go to school because I'm in training still for one of the new job locations that I have, which I find out that I have to work every Monday there in Silver Spring. So, um, I wanted to come up here and just do a YouTube video sharing my excitement from Wednesday till now because I'm still over the top, over the roof for like joy. And my doctors are so proud of me. It's like when doctors say they're proud of you, they congratulate you and they give you a hug and they just like tell you that they believed in you and they believe in you that there's nothing else that's really stopping you from going for your dreams. So if you follow me on Instagram on Dose of PreMed, I have been sharing that I have been applying to graduate school programs or like PostBacc PreMed programs, which I still consider graduate anyway, around the area and out in different states. I've been trying to do DC to stay within MedStar, but I've just figured out that DC's too expensive for me to do a program like that there. So what I have been doing, like I said, I've just been applying to different states, programs, different schools, and like top schools, just to even see that they would give me a chance. And because I don't believe in myself sometimes, and it's like that's why I have a therapist who helps me with that. I want to start journaling. When I get more money in my account, I will buy a journal that has prompts. She does that too. She has those. So I'm going to start doing that. Amazon has those. But for right now, I think I'm going to use one of my other journals, find prompts online, and just try to journal every day or every other day, depending on how I tend to be consistent or not consistent. So Wednesday was a good day. Monday was like, we'll talk about for my week. Monday, I went to the new location. It's with geriatrics, so it's like home care. What is it? Home care, but senior citizens, residents of like a senior living community within MedStar Health, and it's called Leisure World. I don't know what I was about to call it Riderwood, but it's Leisure World. So I went there on Monday from 8:30 to like 4:45 ish, and I went to the Baltimore Ravens Stadium to help out with the tabling for One Love, which is one organization that I'm a part of. And then I came home. The Tuesday I didn't go anywhere because we didn't have class because we had like midterm prep and everything. So because I just had my midterm yesterday for that one other class I have on Thursdays only. So Tuesdays I stayed home, and then 6:30 to 9, me and my classmate didn't have to go because we're doing an internship with her, and our board is already done for the health fair, so we don't go when there's nothing to do, and the professor tells us that we don't have to come to class. So I didn't go to class Tuesday. That was really just study day, rest day, relaxation day, and then Wednesday, which was the longest day, which will be my longest day now, considering that I get up at 6 in the morning to go to work by 7:30, or to get to work by 7:30 to 1 at MedStar in DC. I still go to work at the hospital center, and in my Department of Medicine clinic. So that's what I do in the morning, 7:30 to 1. I'm working, and then from like 1 to 3, I'm taking a little break at school, wherever we are, or like if it's on Zoom, I'll just sit at school from 1 to 2:45, 2:50, and then get ready to go. I'll Zoom by 3, and then get off whenever they finish. Like this past week, Wednesday was on Zoom. Next week's also on Zoom, so that's really helpful. And then I had started my other 6:30 to 9 class on Wednesday evenings with a professor. Luckily, the class is fun. It is not boring to sit there for 2.5 hours, which she's not going to. Like she said, she's not going to be sitting there till 9. Most likely she'll try to get us out by 8 something. She doesn't really talk for that long anyhow. And that was started Wednesday, so I got home at like 10 because I still wanted to go get my nails, and then I took them off today anyway because there was stuff underneath them, and I was like, you know what, I want to let my nails rest. I'll probably just paint my nails. So Wednesday, but also during work, I had the phone interview for the PostBacc PreMed program with Fordham University, which is the application that I fully submitted, like the application, the personal statement, the resume, the unofficial transcripts, which they said they could use to make a decision, which they did. And so I had my phone interview on Wednesday morning at 10, which started off a little rocky because I wasn't on anybody's schedule. And then the lady that was supposed to do it, which is one of the other directors for the mission, check in. Start checking. What? I don't even know what I was talking about because I'm on training right now and I don't know what they're talking about in the chat. So I was like, okay, maybe they're not going to do it today. And I was like, I don't know when I'm going to get another chance to do this interview. And I was like, okay, fine. And so one of the called the school after the other lady didn't answer. And one other director for the actual program, too, was like, you know what, I love talking to students, and I'm not doing anything right now. I wasn't on anybody's schedule. Sad, maybe their system didn't catch it. But I'll talk to you. I love talking to potential students and, to see why they want to do a program like this. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I was no nervous, but I made it through. And she's like, okay, so tell me why you want to do a program like this, and what is your end goal with it? And I said, I want to become a doctor. I have aunts and uncles who are doctors, but I want to be a medical doctor in my immediate family. And when I say immediate for myself, I don't think of my aunts and uncles. I think of my mom, my sister, my dad, and all that. So I look at that, and I was like, yeah, I want to be a doctor in my immediate family. And on top of that, I work in healthcare, and I have for the past 5 years, and it's something that I really am passionate about, seeing how healthcare can be improved. And now that I work in a hospital, I want to work in, underserved and underrepresented communities because we still have those to change. We have to work on them. So I explained that, and we just had a brief, informal yet informal conversation. The real main question she asked me was describe an obstacle that I faced and how did I overcome it. And I was like, okay, that's a question. That's the easy, but some people find it hard to answer that type of question. But I find it easy because, it's healthcare. There could be obstacles anywhere. So I told her I work in healthcare. We have many obstacles we deal with in healthcare. If you don't work there, you may not know, but there is. So a couple weeks ago, about a month now, we are still masking in the hospital and in our clinical areas. This one lady came for her appointment. She didn't have a mask on coming into the clinic, so I was confused at how she got through security because before you get to any clinic, you have to wear an armband. You have to be masked up. If you don't have one, they will give you one at the desk. And the desks are always staffed, so there's no way that she got around them without getting an armband or even a mask. So she must have got the mask, fake put it on, and an armband and walked around to our clinic. The problem is she's not a new patient. She was one of those returning patients, but she didn't want to wear it because then she had a doctor write a letter saying that she didn't have to wear a face mask anymore. During the pandemic and of COVID and monkeypox, and now even the annual flu, which is coming up high, you're telling someone she doesn't have to wear a mask? Great. That's really not appropriate as a medical doctor or a physician, either licensed practicing physician. So we had to, she came into our clinic, everybody else was sitting down there looking at her in their own way, masked up, had oxygen tanks with the mask over their nose. Even with people that had the oxygen tanks, they had their mask on. And she came in there with no mask, and they were just like, okay, this is not going to be real. So the lady at one of our co-workers at the desk was like, would you like to wear a mask? Would you like to wear a mask? She was like, no, I'm not going to wear one. I don't have to wear one. She was like, you can only be seen if you wear a mask. And then she was like, oh, I have a doctor's letter saying that I don't have to wear a mask anymore for anything, I'm exempted, supposedly. She did show the proof that she had the mask on, or the mask letter, or, the exemption of wearing the mask. So she didn't show anything throughout the whole conversation with her. She was on her phone. And, we're the ones that triage the patient and bring them back. So I definitely don't want to get sick. I know I wasn't going to do it. But I would have to. But I was like, yeah, if it was my patient, because we go by doctors in our clinic were assigned to like different departments in the clinic. So she didn't want to wear the mask. She didn't want to cooperate calmly. She was not even respectful to us talking to her. So we did our best. Said she didn't want to wear one. She didn't want to show the letter. What we had to do was call security to calmly escort her out of our practice, and she didn't have the appointment anymore. You're just not going to be seen. Our clinic and our hospital is very strict. If you don't wear a mask, you're not going to be seen. So they guided her out, and that was that. So we overcame it because we had to calmly do our job and escort her out with security because she didn't want to do it, comply with wearing the face mask. So I told her that experience and the obstacle, and she was like, "That's a very good experience to have working in healthcare and working during a global health pandemic." Because what we realized that a lot of stress has been going on with the pandemics from either the flu, the flu is annual, or COVID. COVID started, and the monkeypox now adding on it, and all these different strains of the COVID-19 virus. So she's like, "That's good to have, and that's what medical schools are looking for." And she's like, I believe you would be a great, exceptional candidate or outstanding. And I was like, and I would love to admit you into our summer 2023 program. And I was like, what is happening right now? And this is a call that I was like, I don't know if it's even going to happen. But I was like, oh my God. Because I was smiling throughout the whole conversation. She was, because I could feel when somebody's smiling over the phone, even if you can't see their face. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's just like, yeah, I was so excited to have you. I explained because I was having trouble, paying for the program fees of other schools. And I told her I didn't pay for my application fee. So she was like, yeah, just attend the upcoming admission day, express day, where they're giving on-the-spot decisions, as well as another information session. You can't make the November 3rd, and we'll just waive your application fee, which is $50, but they waive it if you attend any of those sessions, which is good to help people financially. They're the only one of the few programs that offer financial aid for the PostBacc PreMed program. So they offer financial aid. They hold on, sorry. How much was I supposed to do that? So what's wrong? So Madstar says if you answer something wrong, even though I get it, to me it makes sense. Okay, so we talked, after that, I'm about to go and I have to attend one of those because I want to get the fee waived. But I'm already admitted. I finally got the official notice yesterday because she was like, you'll get it either today or tomorrow, or latest by today. But no, she was like, I'll get it by latest Wednesday, or latest Thursday. But the latest could possibly be Friday for you to get the notification that your status is updated, that you've been admitted. Because they just send their recommendation that they want to admit you into the program for the summer. So I ended up being accepted, and I have a program for now for the summer. I'm not declining because I just this is something that I've been working towards. But now the fun part, I've told everybody else on social media, on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, and I'm going to do it on my new Twitter page, but I'll put here in the description so you guys can follow me, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn if you want to. LinkedIn, it's not really social media, but you're still socializing, so it's kind of like a social media platform to follow me there. So now the fun part is to tell my family, show them everything, the letter of recommendation, read them this letter, or just let them read it depending on how they want to do it. My mom is coming home a little bit early today because her client is going home. My sister will be home. 5-something, my mom probably 7, 8-ish, so we could just do that talk today, get it out of the way, because I was planning on doing it tomorrow, but I didn't know her client was going home, so it makes it easier for me to do it on a Friday and have my weekend de-stressed. So I am excited, and I hope they will be too, because they know that I plan on going to medical school. They think I'm probably joking when I say that, but I really am not. I really am serious about this, and yes, I'll let you guys know how that family talk goes. Probably next week because I don't do videos on the weekends since we don't go to work on the weekends and I don't want them to see me doing a YouTube video. I'll be asking who I'm talking to. But other than that, I think you guys I hope you guys are having a great week, great day, and we'll just rest this weekend and stay safe out there. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it too. Just believe in yourself and keep going. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. See ya.